So welcome to the Blaxcotsman Sunday afternoon fireside concert here in Maggie Valley in western North Carolina, the Smoky Mountains. And we're going to be doing about an hour of my music, which means there will be some traditional Scottish music, some traditional American music, and also some of my own songs. And also I will be inviting people online on Facebook and YouTube and the Blaxcotsman.com, which is, let me see, right here, I think, is that right? Yeah, I think it is right here. Let's see. Anyway, the Blaxcotsman.com, and you can tune in. Also, I have space here for about probably half a dozen lucky people to come and enjoy this as a live concert and just spend the weekend here with me up in the mountains where the air is fresh and clean. Anyway, just tuning everybody in now to the feed here. So we're going to go to Facebook and let's see, we're going to share to Meadowlark Motel and we're going to say welcome to Sunday afternoon with the Blaxcotsman. There you go. Live streaming. Live stream. Live stream. From Maggie Valley, western North Carolina, USA. Alright folks, so that's the Meadowlark Motel shared. And we'll invite a few groups now. We'll invite the, let's see, Kilmarnock when you were a kid. It's my friends in Kilmarnock. So welcome to the people on Kilmarnock when you were a kid. And Jonathan Creek All Stars, welcome. Jonathan Creek All Stars. And Rhythm and Flow Blue Ridge. So that's everybody that we want to get on the ball here. Testing 1, 2. So, and we also have a few little toys that we play around with when we do this thing. Try and add a little bit of colour or whatever and excitement. So I'm going to start off with a song for my good friend Aaron White, also known as the Carolina Bassman, who's probably tuning in right now. So we want to dedicate this first song, which is one of my own songs, but dedicate, let's see, let's make sure we've got a guitar. Let's dedicate this song to Aaron, who, listen to that, who's a Navy vet, and his favourite song of mine is an anti-war song, so he thinks that's interesting, and I think that's interesting too, but it's an anti-war song. It's not really, it's a raised awareness song. I think all music does. It's not anti or pro things. It just raises awareness, and then you can make up your own mind, And that's what I do. I write songs if they have a message, the message is to raise awareness. This song was an effort to raise awareness about the situation in East Africa. But the message is timeless. It's called The Cost of War. Now there's the cost of war on the speculate, don't hesitate, because the custom war away on your children. The custom war on the emotions. The custom war on their future. The custom war, now that's a breathtaking pain today. Whenever conflict wheels its ugly head, like a passion bringing peace instead. You've got the power in your hands. I'm gonna use it now. Oh, please don't abuse it now. Because the custom war weighs on your children. The custom war on their emotions. The custom war on their future. The custom war, and that's a great sick pain today. The custom war is a terrible thing. In zones of conflict, dreams of dying. A refugee soldier, a boy and a girl, violated rights in a violent world. The custom war is a terrible thing. In zones of conflict, dreams of dying. A refugee soldier, a boy and a girl, violated rights in a violent world. The custom war. Custom war. Oh, no, 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 no. The custom war. Oh. The custom war. Violated rights in a violent world of war. The cost of war is a terrible thing. Here's a little song that I like to sing about my hometown, and I dedicate it to all of my friends from my hometown who are listening, because that's the Facebook group page, Kilmarnock, when you were a kid. What's all this low end? Oh, that's what it is. Sorry about this. Yeah, that will do it. Boop, boop. We've got a little bit of feedback here. Oh, let's do this. One. There it is. So, dedicate this next song to all the friends that are listening in on the Facebook page, Kilmarnock, when you were a kid. And this is a song about leaving Kilmarnock. I'm leaving Kilmarnock, the town where I was born. I'm leaving Kilmarnock, 'cause I'm destined to get home. It's in my blood, you see, it's in my genes. I'm just an Alabama boy. He's just an Alabama boy. If you see sweet Marion, say hello. Say hi to old friends and neighbors and the folks in Old Town Hall. It's in his blood, they'll say. It's in his genes. He's just an Alabama boy. He's just an black Scotsman, but I know what I am. My mama was a Scottish woman, and my daddy from Alabama. Oh, it's in my blood, you see, it's in my genes. I'm just an Alabama boy. It's in my blood, you see, it's in my genes. I'm just an Alabama boy. Alabama boy. Sure enough. That's what my uncle down in Birmingham, Alabama used to say. Well, says, sure enough, ain't that the truth? I think it's a common expression. Common expression is what I think it is. Something's funny about my sound today, folks. Excuse my distraction. Let's see who's online. Oh, some people online. Have a great day, Paul Craddock, Ireland. My good friend John Anderson, Scotland. Have a good one yourself, John. Looks lovely, cosy hotel. It is a lovely, cosy hotel. So I want all the people who are tuned in and watching. You're having the rare pleasure and I think the honour of watching one of the few black Scotsmen, African American black Scotsmen in the world. And you know, some people are Jamaican, Scottish, African Scottish. Not a lot are African American Scottish, so that's that and a few other things are my claim to fame. So that was Leaving Kilmarnock, one of my own songs. And I also do cover songs. And when I came to America, of course, I learned a lot of cover songs, by the way. And one of them was the great John Denver song. Excuse me, I'm so distracted by this guitar thing. It's just, I don't get it. Let's see what's happening here. Guitar, oh guitar, guitar. That's it, I think. It's a bit, let's check the lows. Oh, turn the lows down a wee bit. The mids, the highs, we can tell. Vocal tone. It's one of those things, the monitors, you know. There you go. We've managed to. Oh, you know what it is? It's this. There, that's what it was, Mike, all the time. So many little buttons and knobs and switches and things. It's a good job I'm highly trained in this stuff, isn't it? Anyway, it's all about line amplification. There we go, that's a little bit better. Turn it back up a bit now. There you go. What it was the compressor here was crunching it out. And as a result, there we go. As a result, it was feeding back on compressed frequencies, which can be very uncomfortable in the room. Anyway, here's the did you watch, you might not get it on, but TCM was on the other day, and they showed all these old movies, and it's really interesting how the ones from the 70s, 80s are being run again, and how the message is still timely. They showed Oh God on television a couple of days ago. That's with George Burns and John Denver. And it's a great movie. It's worth watching again because the message just keeps on repeating. You know, it's a great message about accepting, accepting things.
without really being too sceptical. So here's, on the subject of John Denver, here's his famous song, Country Road. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old here, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to a place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Mine is lady, stranger to the water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to a place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. I'm driving down the road and I get a feeling that I should have been born yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to a place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to a place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road, country road. The great John Denver, of course. And it's country music is very popular in Scotland. Some of the earliest songs that I remember from living and growing up in Scotland were country songs. Believe it or not, there was Tammy Wynette, Divorce, and also Stand By Your Man, and The Green Green Grass of Home, of course. All country songs. These were the big hits back in the day. Jim Reeves, who was Jim Reeves? So, but these were the hits that were competing with the likes of the Beatles and the Mersey Sound. The only other thing that competed with it was these, I guess you would call it country pop songs of the time, you know, Ruby Doll, Take Your Love to Town and all that stuff. It's just, and we never thought of it as country music, it was pop music. But there were, you know, and then we became made of it, but that's country music. And coming here, you go, oh, well, it makes sense because There's a lot of Scottish ancestry here in the mountains, and a lot of Scottish ancestry throughout the south. So it would make sense that the music that they created in a place where Scottish ancestors emigrated to would be popular in the place that their ancestors came from, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's just a little bit of crack for the show. Let's see who's else is on. Looks like it is cosy here. It's a fireside concert, so it should be cosy. And if you don't like me, we've got Dolly Parton on the telly up here. She's another great Dolly Parton. Jolene, that was another great pop country song. Alright, so High Wedge Tate over there in Ayrshire. Hi from, that looks like Irma del Carmen. Is that Spain or Irma? Irma del Carmen. Is that Spain? It could be Spain. I'm just not very good with flags. They're that small, they're tiny. But yes, here's another. Excuse me if I clear my throat. Here's another cover song. This isn't a new song. This is, well, the last one wasn't new either. But this is a song that I've known for a long, long time. And it's been one of my favourite songs. And again, it's one of those timeless ones. Just the message, you know, the message is timeless. It's called Wild World by Cat Stevens. Now that I've lost everything to you, I say I wanna start something new. Well, it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving. But if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear. But then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you just like a child, girl. You know I've seen a lot of what the world can do, but it's breaking my heart in two. 'Cause I never wanna see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl. But if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. But just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Beware. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you just like a child, girl. La 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 But if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you made a lot of nice friends out there. But just remember there's a lot of bad everywhere. Beware. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you just like a child. Girl, oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you just like a child, girl. There you go. Wild World by Cat Stevens, of course. Armadale Carmen. Beautiful song. Yay! Argentina, I apologize. I apologize. Of course, now I get the picture of Diego Maradona with an Argentinian shirt on. So that's Irma del Carmen from Argentina. Hi Irma. Reg Tate, it's Argentina. Of course it is, Reg. How did I not know that? I'm just so ignorant and stupid. And I'll have to fix that up. Anyway, I apologize for not spotting that. Hey Daphne, in New York, it's my sweet love, Daphne Bell. And I'm going to dedicate this next song to her, because I wrote this song on her birthday because she's in New York and I'm in the mountains, and I so much wanted to spend time with her, and we haven't seen each other in over a year, so and I couldn't be there for her birthday, of course, so I wrote her a song, and it's a birthday song, and it's a candidate to be an alternative to Happy Birthday to You, which is difficult because that's a waltz and very singable, but here you go. We call it Happy Annual Update instead of Happy Birthday, you know. So anyway, it's my birthday alternate. It's called Happy Annual Update, and I'd like to dedicate it to my love, Daphne J. Bell in New York. Happy annual update, another year to the plate, and babe, you're looking great on this special day. I said happy annual update, happy annual update, happy annual update. The sun comes up, the sun goes down. Yeah. The sun comes up, the sun goes down. 365 times it goes around and around and around. And they say happy annual update, another year at the pace. So let's all celebrate this special day. Happy annual update, another year at the pace. Baby, you're looking great on this special day. But you can take the day off and just kick back and relax. Whatever you want, all you have to do is ask. I say happy annual update, happy annual Happy birthday, Daphne, 2 weeks late. No, but I did send it to her on her birthday. So that's dedicated to anybody who has a birthday today or any other time. It's my alternative to the happy birthday song. We call it Happy Annual Update. I'd like to do a couple of Robert Burns songs now. And Robert Burns is the honorary national poet of Scotland, the poet laureate of Scotland, because his personal story is a story that resonates with and resonated and continues to resonate with the mood and the character of the Scottish people. And he lived during the 18th century, during a time of what they called the Scottish Enlightenment, and it was a double-edged sword in Scotland because it meant that Scotland was making great literary and academic progress, but at the cost of their traditional ways of life, their traditional customs, and most importantly, their language, the traditional dialects and language that was spoken all over Scotland. So during that time, Robert Burns, who was from the West Coast, which is where I'm from, had the audacity to write chiefly in the Scottish dialect, because that was what entertained his friends on the West Coast. And he was so good at it, he was such a great entertainer with it, that he became a huge success when his book of poems was published. And it was so successful that it came to the attention of the literati, the scholars and the academics on the East Coast, who felt that they were the custodians of this new enlightenment and had to vet this West Coast farmer and give him their seal of approval. And it's a great story. It still hasn't been properly told, but it is a great, terrific story of how he went to Edinburgh and became Scotland's favourite son to this day. Anyway, that's just a brief 2-minute synopsis of a little tiny part of Burns' life. Because most of all, Burns was a comedian. He was someone who liked to make fun and have fun with his friends. And his poetry evolved out of a pastime of doing that very thing, making fun of local figures in poem over a few drinks. And out of that, he developed a great ability for romantic poetry, rebel poetry, all kinds of poetry that hadn't really been done before, and that was what made him so popular, so timeless, because he was really good at it. And one of his rebel songs was so good that he could only take credit for it posthumously after he died, because he was a leading figure in the town of Dumfries where he lived, and it couldn't come out that he'd written this song, a rebel song which spoke ill of the English at the time. Anyway, it's called Scots Whahae, and I'll let you do it for you now. Scots Whahae, where Wallace bled, Scots Clan Bruce is after lead. Welcome to your gory bed, or to victory. Now's the day and now's the hour, see the front of battle lower, and see a punch of proud Edward's power, chains and slavery. Scots Whahae. hey, 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 hey. For will be a traitor knave, for will fill a coward's grave, for to be said be a slave, let him turn and flee. And for Scotland's king and law, freedom's sword will strongly draw. Free man stand, a free man fall, let him follow me. Scots, wah hey, 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 hey. Scots, wah hey, 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 hey. La 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 la. La 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 by oppressions, woes and pain, by your sons in servile chains, we will drain our dearest veins, but they shall be free. And flames the proud usurpers low, tyrants fall in every fold, liberties in every blow, let us do our deed. Scots, wah hey, 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 hey. Scots, wah hey, 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 hey. Here we go. La 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 la. Scots, wah hey. Waits for the applause to die down. No, that was the trash can ending. That's the ending that you do to get tons of applause at the end, which is what I'm sure was expected when that song was sung in its original context. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. Hello, my brother. Great show as always. Looking forward to rejoining you very soon. That's the Carolina bass man, Aaron White, who's watching online, and he's looking forward to rejoining very soon. And he's my bass player. And he's just not feeling up to it today because he's a Parkinson's disease chap. So he's not always got the energy to come down, but he's getting there. So, hi Aaron, I get that. Keep it going, man. Your seat is right here, waiting for you. Because we could always use a bass player. We could use you. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go and get a little drink of water, and just to lubricate the throat, and you can enjoy the fire. Let me just do one thing here. I want to see what happens. Where is this? The reason I'm doing this is because I want to see where the sign is. The Blaxcotsman sign, live in the Smokies. That's BLAXCOTSMAN. Come on, Mike. Oh, there you are. I can put it down a bit, I guess. Oh yeah, there you go. I can do that. It's right there. That's the Blaxcotsman. Right? So I'm going to take a 2-minute break and get a cup of water, heat up some water, and it's good for your throat, by the way. A little taste of hot water and honey. And please enjoy the fire. That's why we do it by the fire, so that you can also enjoy the fire. This is a gas one, but still a good fire. Alright folks, so give me 2 minutes, be right back. Don't go away.
Happy annual update. Another year without plates. Happy annual update, Daphne. I just got a glass of cold water. Just need something. So, how's it going so far in 21, eh? 2021. Who'd have thought? Here in America. All over the world, really. Fighting so many different situations. Ah, look at that. I was looking all over the place for that. My hat, of course. This is my woolly hat for the cold days and nights up here in the mountains. When it gets cold, not always. So, yep, just be right back. All right. That's enough of a break.
The reason I take a break is because for me this is an all-day affair, you know. Getting it set up and all that stuff. I love doing it, but it takes it out of you. My goodness, it takes it out of you. So we're going to keep going here with some songs and things. Going to do we just listened to Robert Burns's Rebel song, and I'd like now to do my Rebel song, which is called Carry the Torch. And it goes something like this. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? And you're gonna get up and stand tall. Or carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? Aye. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? And you're gonna get up and stand tall. Or carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? I hear a call. I hear a call for freedom. I hear a call for peace. I hear a call for equality, according to our needs. And all across this country, from sea to shining sea, you can choose to follow, or you can leave. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Are you gonna get up and stand tall? Or carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? Aye. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Are you gonna get up and stand tall? Or carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? And when they call to occupy, and we fight the band, doubtless I hold your fire, we your brothers, man. And all across this country, from sea to shining sea, you can choose to follow on the lead. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? But you're gonna get up and stand tall. Or carry the torch, or will you carry a torch? Aye. Aye, aye, okay. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? But you gonna get up and stand tall. Or carry the torch, or will you carry our torch? Aye, aye, okay. Oh, will you carry the torch? When the going gets tough, he's gonna get up and stand tall. Oh, carry the torch, will you carry our torch? Aye, aye, oh, aye, aye. Doing my best to emulate a full rock band sound there at the end. Carry the torch. It's a song about, it's a torch song for people who can't, well, it's not a torch song, sorry, that's not correct. It's a song, it's a protest song for people who can't protest, who feel too cowed or are afraid, or for whatever reason, they don't feel safe protesting. This song, Carry the Torch, is for them. Who's going to carry the torch if they can't? So that's the message there. And of course, one of my own songs. Going to do a Scottish song now. So many Scottish songs are in 3/4, waltz time, and that's true of many, mid-century songs and songs that are, songs that are popular to sing in a group setting, such as Happy Birthday. The waltz tempo, great for dancing as well. But I like to sometimes take these waltz songs and turn them into 4/4. In other words, 2 and 4 songs rather than 3-beat songs. So I've done that with a great Scottish song called the Sky Boat Song, and it was used by the makers of Outlander as the theme tune, the music. And I think the words are the words of Walter Scott in that version, but I sing the Speed Bonnie boat version. But we're going to do it 4/4 time. So here we go. This is the Sky Boat Song in 4/4. Speed upon a boat like a bird on the wing. Onward the sailors cry, carry the land that's born to be king, over the sea to the sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the winds roar, thunderclaps rend the air. Baffled our foes stand on the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed on a boat like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry, carrying a light that's born to be king, over the sea to the sky. Oh, the waves leap, soft shall you sleep, ocean's a royal bed, rocked in the deep, for I will keep watch over your leaving head. Oh, speed on a boat like a bird on the way, sailors cry. Carry the light that's born to be kind over the sea-to sky. Many's the lad fought on that day, while the claymore could weave. When the nights came, silently lay dead on Culloden's field. But our homes, exile and death, scatter the loyal men. Yet ere the sword cool in the sheath, Charlie will come again. Speed on the boat like a bird on the way. Won't you speed on a boat like a bird on the way? Speed on a boat like a bird on the way. Onward the sailors cry. Carry a light that's born to be kind over the sea-to sky. Now won't you speed on a boat like a bird on the wing? Onward the sailors cry. Carry the light that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Skyboat song in 4/4. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, so we also hands up if you're stomping along too. Brian Douglas, BZ, how's it going, my brother? All right, so we got BZ Douglas there. I think where are you, BZ? You in Minnesota? Is it Michigan? Somewhere around there? I wish I could get an injection that would do, give me an instant memory upgrade. I wish it came with. Wouldn't it be good if your birthday wasn't an update and you got an update on all the things that were falling behind on, like your memory, your health, and all that every year. Okay, so I'm going to do. Going to do one of my old songs again. This is a song that I wrote, not really having the story to tell about it, but the story did come because I was brought up on the west coast of Scotland, a place called Kilmarnock, and when I sing about Robert Burns, for example, it's because he is from the west coast of Scotland. He's from Ayrshire, and he's like a national hero in Scotland, a poet, of course. And in school, we learned his poems and his songs, and we sang his songs. But one of the other things that happened to me in Scotland is I used to go to Sunday school every Sunday, and unfortunately what happened to me after that experience in Scotland disenamoured me a little bit towards organised religion in general. Now I'm an agnostic, I guess you would describe me. I believe in a higher power, but I'm just not sure what it was. But I do think I got to that place thanks to my Presbyterian Scottish upbringing, because at the time I was a little bit adrift as a child, not having I don't think I had a very stable home life, and one of the things that my parents used to do was they used to send us to Sunday school every Sunday morning, so that they, I guess, could get Sunday morning to themselves or whatever. But it was at Sunday school that I learned about Jesus and how Jesus loves me. This I know, because the Bible told me so. You see, so we were learning the Bible, we were learning about Jesus, and Jesus loved me. Yes, Jesus loved me. And I did believe it. And fundamentally, I still believe all those Christian, I still have all those Christian viewpoints. The only problem is that I don't see very many people living up to them. So that's what turned me a little bit, agnostic, I guess you would describe it, in later life. And I love organised religion when it is giving comfort and succour to people who need it, and I have nothing against it. But this experience of mine introduced me to Jesus, who loved me at a time when I didn't need love, and he was my hero, if you like, my champion, right up until I discovered Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali, and then I had to share them, Jesus and Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. But anyway, when I wrote this song, I had no story to tell, and that is the story. Everybody needs a hero, a champion. You know, there's the song about a hero. Well, I wrote this song about a champion, and it's called To Victory. Where is my champion? Where can they be? Will you be my champion? Lay on for victory. Everybody needs a helping hand. Some people say they don't, but they do. I cannot make it all alone. We all need someone, and someone needs you. They're asking, when is my champion? When can they be? Will you be my champion? Lay on for victory. I wanna feel good, help someone, and show compassion when you can. I'm glad to sing another song. Correlate difference, find out what others want. They're asking, when is my champion? When can they be? Will you be my champion and lay on for victory? For victory! Victory! From victory! My champion, where can they be? Will you champion, and they on hand on me home for victory. For victory. To victory. Oh, I didn't do that. No, no, the whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone, no, no, the whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Well, the Nazarene done tell you, go love your fellow man. And if you find that too hard to do, love him as best you can. Well, how do I do this? Demanded my fellow man. When all I see is war and crime spreading all across this land. Won't you look into your heart, boy, and tell me what do you see? Every dark and evil deed originating in thee. And now you can change your mind, and from those ashes rise a universal human. Oh, what a glittering prize, glittering now, now, now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone now, now, now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Happening. It's happening now. Oh, oh. The whole thing. It's happening now. Oh. And so I listen to our leaders and what they have to say. Religious ones and politicians mashing up our day. Derive power from the people to use for the people's sake. Cooperate and collaborate and bring about harmony. Bring about no, no. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate, procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone no, no. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate, procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Happening now. Oh, the whole thing, it's happening now. The whole thing, it's happening now. No. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Yeah. happening now. No time like the present. No time but the present. Alright. Don't leave it till the last minute is one of the best pieces of advice I have ever received in my life. Oh, cave on, 3 o'clock we start, man. It's 3 o'clock. But I'm glad you're here anyway, whatever time you come. I don't care how you get here, just get here. Right, that's what they say. I don't care how you get here. You can get here by an aeroplane. Hands up if you're stomping along too. Hands up if you're stomping along too. Hands up if you're stomping along 3. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Here we are, it's the Meadowlark Motel in Maggie Valley, Western North Carolina. And we had a nice weekend, and it was good weather. Rained a bit last night, but people were here having a good time at the motel. Excuse me. And if you want to be an audience for this little Sunday afternoon fireside concert, it is an exclusive audience because with the restrictions on the number of people who can safely, excuse me, I got the hiccups, safely gather, this space probably safely holds 6 people. So it would be an intimate crowd, and you are welcome to come here and spend the weekend. In fact, I would thoroughly recommend it. You come and spend the weekend and just relax and breathe in some clean, fresh mountain air up here with me. And we can go out to dinner on Saturday night and at the J. Arthur restaurant across the road here, and spend the afternoon just jamming and playing music by the fireside here. Sounds like a great idea, Mike. Seeing as we're doing my own songs, I do a couple of my own songs now. This is a song that I wrote. It's because I've got to play on words. It's a play on words. It goes a little bit faster than that, but I'll just get the groove there. It's a play on words. The song is called Tough Love. And some words, some expressions have multiple meanings. And in this song, that is what that is. It's called tough love, but tough love can mean a lot of different things, depending how you say it, who you say it to, why you say it, when you say it. So this is called Tough Love. We were born in the 50s when the 60s came. We were taught a wicked lesson to feel the feeling game. And in the 70s, Tricky Dicky became a national shame. Oh, it's too fast. You know, it should be that fast, mate. Let's see them. That's it. We were born in the 50s, and when the 60s came, we were taught a wicked lesson to feel the feeling game. And in the 70s, when Tricky Dicky became a national shame. Oh, the 80s, the new romantics, showed the lover the way. Tough love, you're gonna get tough love. Oh, tough love, be. Around the corner, a new millennium, another pastry. And then the days, the big waiters, did the Mayan sea. An end of days, a new beginning, a breaking history. We're gonna get tough, tough, tough. Tough love, oh, tough love, tough love. It's gonna get tough love, oh, tough love, tough love. You're gonna get tough love, oh, tough love, tough love. It's gonna get tough love, oh, tough love, tough love. You're gonna get tough love, oh, it's gonna get tough love. You're gonna get tough love. It's gonna get tough love. It's gonna get tough love. You're gonna get tough love. It's gonna get tough love. It's going to get tough, and you're going to get tough love. It's going to get tough love, and you're going to get tough love. Tough love. Got a lot of songs about love, because, you know, it's one of the most easily exploited things that we have as humans, as beings, as relating individuals. We exploit love above all other things in the most pernicious and evil ways, I guess you would describe it. We take advantage of it. We exploit love. And I have another song about that. It's called That's Your Love. Because your love is your love in that sense. And when somebody persuades you to love something against your own will, then that's not a good thing. And that is the marketing world that we live in. The world that is selling you things. And I'm not talking just about material things. You're being sold ideas, you're being sold philosophies, ways of life, and the main tool that is being used to sell you that is your love. So, I wrote this next song to tell that story, because it's your love. Don't let anybody take it away from you, exploit it. This is called That's Your Love. Your love is sweet, sweeter than candy. Your love is nice, nicer than ninepence. And your love is rich, as rich as you feel. And your love inspires me to the heights. Your love is real, as real as it gets. And your love is real, right here and now. Your love delights, your love ignites. Your love is true, like a burning fire. Well, I guess that's your love. Your mom and your papas, we say that's your love. Hallelujah. I guess that's your love. Your sister, your brothers, we say that's your love. That's your love right now. 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 That's your love, love, love. That's your love, love, love. That's your love. That's your love. That's your love. That's your love. Your love is yours, and none take it away. And your love is truth, and only you can say that which is right, or that which is wrong. And your love is power when your heart is strong. Well, I guess that's your love. Your mom and your papas, we say that's your love. Hallelujah. I guess that's your love. Your sister and your brothers, we say that's your love. That's your love right now. 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 That's your love, love, love. That's your love, love, love. That's your 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 love. Your love, none take it away, and only you can see the truth of it. Anyway, that's my song, my love songs. I'm going to end off now with perhaps one of the most famous songs in the world that was brought to life and created in its current form by the great Scotsman Robert Burns, who we've talked about earlier, the Scottish poet during the 18th century. And this song was rescued, cobbled together, written by him, and sung by people all over the world every New Year. And I got corrected, I think it was a chap called Guy Lombardo who made it famous at New Year's with his New Year's show. Come down, Kevon, come down everybody, Kevon, Paul, Daphne. But of course, people aren't traveling, so I've got to bring myself to you into your living rooms this week. So anyway, this is a song that I do as a folk song because the message is a great message. The message fundamentally is let bygones be bygones, and forgive people and forgive yourself for the things that you've done in the past. And it's called Auld Lang Syne. Should Should old excuse me. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? And surely you'll bear your pint stout, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne, for old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. La 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 about the place and put the gowans fine. We've wandered many a weary foot, soon old lang syne. We've torn a pail in the burn, frae morning sun till day. But seas between us, red road, soon old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We take a cup of kindness, yes, for old lang syne. Now here's a hand, my trusty field, and gives a hand of thine, and we'll take a licht good wally wacht for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We take a cup of kindness, yes, for old lang syne. Not quite a trash can ending, but an ending. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody, and I hope you tune in next week, and if you do, get some of your friends to tune in with you, and we'll have a little kind of a party online. So it's the Blaxcotsman here at the Meadowlark Motel in the western North Carolina Smoky Mountains, Maggie Valley, they call it. Come back next week and join me for another hour or so at the fireside. Bye-bye. 3 p.m. by the way. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time. Hope to see you next week.